Lonely shadow chasing dreams, the dark light of the green legend. Chapter 1. The kid in front of the door. In an enthusiastic southern European town, Lin Machin, who is only 17 years old, is a teenager who grabs points in front of the goal, and is silently participating in a local amateur football match. He moves quickly and reacts quickly, as if he can predict the trajectory of the ball. Every time he sprints to the edge of the penalty area, he always sends the ball into the net with unmistakable accuracy, becoming the opponent's most difficult blade to guard against. However, his family is modest, he lacks professional training, and his life off the pitch is lonely. His family hoped that he could change his fate through football, but the misunderstanding and neglect between his friends made him feel deeply lonely. Chapter 2. The first try. In a chance game, Lin Machin attracted the attention of local football coach Valerie. Valerie is a retired star with a glittering history in Europe's top 5 leagues and is now dedicated to discovering grassroots talent. Valerie gave him a chance to join the youth team and start training rigorously and systematically. Lin Machin's talent was gradually revealed in the training, and the skills of grabbing points in front of the goal became more and more proficient, and the sense and acuity of the ball also improved rapidly. However, the world of football is brutal and competitive. Lin Machin was excluded from the team, and his teammates suspected that he was just an amateur, and he always carried the label of grassroots in his heart. Chapter 3. Experiments in the shadows. In a key youth league, Lin Machin lost his usual calmness and accuracy due to excessive psychological pressure. Fans and media began to question his abilities and future. Just as his will was broken, Coach Valerie took him to a remote valley for a challenging physical and mental workout. This training not only honed his skills, but also made him understand the loneliness and struggle behind fame and fortune. Lin Machin began to understand that football is not just a number of goals, but also a spiritual practice. Chapter 4. A strange green night. One night, Lin Machin dreamed that he was in a labyrinth turned into a football field, with green grass and mirrors and phantoms. His every shot, mistake, and struggle, even his lonely back off the pitch is reflected in the mirror. A mysterious figure appears in the labyrinth and gives him a bizarre badge that claims it will activate his hidden abilities. When he awoke, he found that the badge was actually on the head of the bed. After that, Lin Machin's performance began to mysteriously jump, and every movement almost surpassed the limits of human beings. Chapter 5. The Vortex of Fame and Loneliness. With one dazzling goal after another, Lin Machin quickly rose to become the main force of the national youth team, and was even scrambled by top clubs. He enjoyed the applause and glory in the spotlight, but in the dead of night, the loneliness in his heart deepened. The outside world sees a glamorous star, but no one can understand his vulnerability due to fame and fortune. He used to be confident in front of the media, but in private, he suffered frequent insomnia because he couldn't bear the pressure, and his relationship with family and friends gradually drifted apart. Chapter 6. The Choice of Rebirth. In a European Cup final, Lin Machin faced the pressure of his opponent and disagreed with his teammates, and the scene was in trouble. At the critical moment, he recalled the labyrinth and the mysterious badge, and a strong belief emerged in his heart that football is not just an individual glory, but a team glory. He chose to put down his ego and work with his teammates selflessly, and finally led the team to a comeback victory. After this match, his reputation and mood reached new heights, and he understood that true strength comes from inner balance. Chapter 7. Chasing Dreams Without Regrets. Lin Machin has grown from a teenager in front of the door of an amateur town to a top star on the world stage. Although he still feels lonely in the middle of the night, he has learned to fill in the gaps with love and hard work. He set up the Green Dreams charity fund to help children like him from ordinary backgrounds pursue their football dreams. Every time he runs on the field, he carries the persistence of his dreams and his gratitude for life. Chapter 8. The Undercurrent Emerges. As Lin Machin's performance in the youth team became more and more dazzling, pressure from all sides also hit like an undercurrent. There was discord within the club. The veteran players were jealous of his young, grassroots-based rise and even began to band together to boycott him. During a training match, Lin Machin suffered an unprecedented malicious foul, resulting in a slight knee injury. The medical team intervened urgently, and the injuries were not serious, but hinted at deeper internal contradictions. Determined to protect the star, Coach Valéry privately summoned Captain Moron, a calm but thoughtful French midfielder, to try to ease the tension in the squad. At the same time, Lin Machin felt isolated, and his heart set off unprecedented waves. The darkness behind fame and fortune began to unfold slowly. Chapter 9, A Foggy Transaction. The consortium behind the club stepped in and secretly pushed for a stunning transfer deal. Lin Machin has become a bargaining chip, and it is even rumored that some foreign giants are willing to pay sky-high prices to buy. This transaction not only affects Lin Machin's future, but also affects the fate of Valley and his teammates. Late one night, Lin Machin overheard a secret conversation from the top and found that he was being treated as a commodity and a bargaining chip for the exchange of interests. Anger and helplessness welled up in his heart, and he began to question whether the path he had chosen was truly his own. Chapter 10, The Choice of Light and Shadow. Faced with the fate of being manipulated, Lin Machin fell into deep thought. Will you continue to sink in the whirlpool of money and fame, or will you find your original intention and stick to the football you really love? A duel against his old teammates became a turning point in his decision. On the field, Lin Machin used his ultimate ability to grab points in front of the goal and scored for the team again and again. But he didn't stop at personal achievements, but led the whole team to cooperate, showing a different maturity in mind from the past. After the match, he confessed to Valéry, "I want to be in control of my own destiny and I don't want to be a pawn that has been traded." Valéry's eyes flashed with relief and he decided to help him find a stage that truly belonged to him. Chapter 11, A Foreign Call. Valley contacted a potential but troubled club in Eastern Europe, the Shadow Eagle, and invited Lin Machin to join. Although this club is not as good as the European giants, it has a strong fighting spirit and team spirit, and it has a green legend waiting to be lit up. When he first arrived in a foreign land, Lin Machin faced language barriers and cultural shock, and even encountered doubts and challenges from some members of the team. However, with his extraordinary talent and tenacity, he gradually gained the trust of his teammates and became an indispensable core of the team. Chapter 12, Rebirth in the Shadows. In the first season of the Shadow Eagle, Lin Machin led the team to climb from the bottom of the league and broke many records. Instead of a lonely goalkeeper grabbing a few points, he is gradually learning how to lead in a team. In a key match, he not only scored a stunning goal, but also publicly expressed his gratitude to his teammates and coach after the game, showing a mature personality. His light began to shine in the wider sky. Chapter 13, The Eve of the Storm. The Shadow Eagle gradually rose, and Lin Machin's reputation spread farther and farther. But at this time, a storm was quietly brewing. The dark forces behind the club began to put pressure on the team to release water and cooperate with the results. This made Lin Machin, who had just experienced the shadow of commercial control, fall into a moral dilemma again. Some of the veterans in the team are shaken by the temptation of profits, infighting is intensifying, and Coach Valéry is also facing the threat of being removed. Lin Machin realized that this battle was more difficult to deal with than any opponent. He must find a balance between faith and reality to protect the honor of his team. Chapter 14, Fragmentation and Reconstruction. The pressure was like a mountain, and the team was partially falling apart. Lin Machin and Valéry teamed up to hold a team meeting and face the problem frankly. They put forward the pure football plan, calling on all players to reject the control of the Dark Ones. The process was difficult, and most of the players were hesitant and even threatened. But Lin Machin was unswerving, and gradually united with his influence. In a crucial league match, the team withstood the pressure and came back to beat their opponents, proving their determination and quality to the world. Chapter 15 The Peak Turns. After many efforts were fruitless, the dark forces turned to attack Lin Machen's personality and spread rumors. The media suddenly broke the fake news that he was suspected of using banned drugs in violation of regulations, which brought him notoriety. In the face of the storm of public opinion, Lin Machen responded calmly and took the initiative to accept the inspection, and the result was completely innocent. His tenacity and sincerity won the support of the majority of fans and society, and public opinion completely reversed. Chapter 16, The Miracle of Greenery. Under the leadership of Lin Machen, the Shadow Eagle won the league championship and broke the impossible record for many years. Lin Machen also won the Player of the Year, from an amateur kid in front of the goal, to a superstar in international football. He knows that all this is not only a personal achievement, but also the result of the whole team's collective efforts. Chapter 17, The Dream Finale. Lin Machen stood on the green field of the World Cup final, star-studded, and countless eyes were focused. The game was tense and exciting, and he once again showed his natural ability to grab points in front of goal at crucial moments, scoring the decisive goal. When the final whistle blew, the audience boiled, and his dream finally came true. However, he knows that this is not just the end, but a new beginning. Finale. After Lin Machen retired, he devoted himself to the career of football youth training, and was committed to cultivating more young people with dreams. He established the Machen Football Academy to inspire students with his own experience and pass on the true spirit of football. Years later, he stood at the opening ceremony of the academy, looking at a group of shining eyes and smiling. The lone shadow on the green field finally turned into countless brilliant stars. Postscript. Football, like life, has its highs and lows. Lin Machen's story tells us that talent is the starting point, and perseverance and faith are the real keys to dreams. Maintaining a pure original intention in fame, fortune, and temptation, and refining the soul in loneliness and challenges, this is the most moving legend on the green field. I hope that all those who chase their dreams can run out of their own light on their own field.